All right, Dale, let me ask you what we have, and then I guess really adds that to what we've seen with the authority. Has that been, I don't know if that one has been high on the priority list or whatever, but I do know that throughout the other states I've been around to, I know that they've practiced that. Any thoughts on that, what you hope to take back from this meeting?
Thoughts to carry back from the meeting? Yeah, I hope there's value from the meeting in terms of networking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, spending time with the other communities, and certainly, hopefully, some of our meeting content will be valuable. They can carry some of that back, and
then the other, but what we have in there, because I mean that's good. That's excellent, as a matter of fact, because so many people, when I say so many, I know a lot of them have not been held back on that. What we have in there. All right, Gene, let me close out by asking you this, and that is, what, if
Rodney.
any?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
That's Rodney.
Okay. Gene, let me close out by asking you what we have tonight. That is, what, if any, and if not, how much? I'm going to repeat that. In today's economy, what, if any, and if not, how much nowadays?
I'd have to say a lot.
Susan, as CFO, and you are probably because what we have. I guess give us some, because you got a very good broad presentation of what we have, the viewpoint. Give us some thoughts that take back from this meeting. I hope that I guess really with all the recipients and the people that are calling, and to let you know what we have then in a very positive manner.
All right. What we'd like for folks to take back is just how important serving the members is to us.
And it is. I mean, yeah.
And how much value we bring to the membership.
Oh, yes. I mean, it is. I mean, right?
It is, very much.
I mean, I'm so glad you brought it up, because that was the part of that the others didn't, and that was right. The last thing that I want to say, Susan, and I know that's why you probably came in here to hear, is to give us the list, what we have, because it looks like, I'm going to go ahead and say this now, it looks like I'm going to be brought on board as Director of Communication, and man, then what we have, and then I guess maybe something we see too. Has it?
Yes, it has, and I look forward to working with you as our Director of Communications. You're very clear, and that is an important component of what we want to do at the Gas Authority.
As you can see, we talk with Eric and Rusty. Let me ask both of you to give them that what we have, and then I guess really adds that to a notion so far with this meeting.
Eric, you want to take that one?
Sure. Hope they have a great time. Take something back, learn something.
Good deal. I think that's part of it. What we have, and I guess maybe something that we see to the development of carrying that even further. Is that something that y'all have encountered so far?
I just have to say ditto to what Eric said.
Good luck, Eric. Rusty, you're on your own. I guess and I guess really what I'm trying to say is this: has it?
Yes.
Yes.
Ditto. As you can see, we're talking with Steve and Arthur, and I wanted to know what we have here at this particular time meeting here with the authority, what we've seen so far, expectation.
Well, we hope that the expectation would be that the guests to this annual meeting take back with them messages from industry leaders and where we're headed in the industry of the gas business.
I've got gas at I live in Atlanta, but I mean that was the theme that what we have in that gas too, right?
Absolutely.
I guess we probably wondered why we brought you in by now, but I wanted to find out from what you candidly from the top, obviously, CEO, President, Grand Poobah. What we have to take back this? Any thoughts or just a thought?
I would hope that they would see the growth opportunities in natural gas and and what we can get for our communities and for our customers.
That's why. That's enough, because right there's right, Steve.
Absolutely.
I think the key word is absolutely. Say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, as y'all can see, we're talking to Michael. Michael, let me, I guess, preempt that what we have here at this particular meeting, and over the years, I know you have been a big part of a lot of the past and a lot of capacity. Give us some thoughts on that, if you would, and also take back from this meeting some things that what we have, then I guess really adds that to a notion we've seen with the development. And again, in your own words.
I guess I would have to start by saying that we have been a part of the Gas Authority since probably 2005, and we were part of the regulatory compliance. And back then we were members of a separate organization that is actually out of Alabama. And I think the city of Dublin as a whole, we were looking for better representation in the gas industry. We were looking for a higher plane for future development in industry and local business. And so we started late 2009 looking at the Municipal Gas Authority as a whole, as a turnkey membership. And we actually joined the Gas Authority in May 1st of 2010. The Gas Authority has helped us to become good members, and they've assisted Dublin from regulatory compliance, marketing to gas supply. I think the Gas Authority is very dedicated as a whole, or as I tell Arthur continuously, that he has a great team with the Gas Authority, and in fact I call it Team Arthur. And you know, everybody on the staff is just there anytime anytime that you need assistance. But with all that said and done, you know, these annual conferences are great. It gives us all a chance to come together. It gives it gives every one of us a chance to meet, greet, and it gives us a chance to look back at old friendships and look at new friendships.
Wow, I'm not saying that was long, but I felt like if you continued, I was going to have to go back to shaving. But I think everybody out there would agree with me when I say, what? Security! Jeff, let me ask you what we have, because I step behind everything that you say, and so far that what we have. But let me step out into whether what we have, and then I guess really has a note of that. Has it? A lot of people have said yes.
Has it? Yes.
Now, if I'm honest, what we have, and then I guess you go back quite a while. I go back to the beginning. Give us some thoughts on that, what you have, and I guess really you've seen so far.
Well, I have been around since the beginning. I started with the Commission of Fitzgerald in 84, 85, and the MGAG was formed in 1987. And I saw it grow from a small organization to what it is today, and I saw it from the inception in its early days to right now.
When you said MGAG, I mean, that is the name?
That is the slang name, I guess.
I was going to say, because that just has sort of a gag.
Gag sounds out, yeah. It's Municipal Gas Authority of Georgia. But
MGAG, I see that, because I've been part of that, with the authority, and I guess nowadays, too, it still remains what we've seen so far in a very positive way.
That's correct, it is.
Yeah. All right, now the last thing that I want to say is that changing what we have seen so far, and I guess just at the beginning that means obviously today, but Friday looks like it's going to be pre-nanted in what we have, and I guess really as that's what we've seen. Is that what you've seen in other meetings?
The meetings themselves are great ways of having networking with fellow
absolutely
folks, and that's what I most have gotten from the meetings over the years. I mean, the speakers are great, and you pick up a lot of things there about the industry and gas itself. But just networking with your fellow gas folks is what you get most out of it. Now,
Jeff, let me wind down and just close out by asking you this: do most of the members here with the authority do they have gas? I can't say that. Are they gas people? God, I really didn't mean for that to come out so crude sounding. Jeff, it looks like I'm going to be brought on board as Director of Communication. Your thoughts?
You can communicate. I don't know how well, but good to have you aboard.
It's good to be on there. Susan, let me apply that, then I guess really as that to a note that was applied here at this particular meeting and vision. Has it?
Do what?
Well, it's a good question, and I think that's one of the what we have, and I guess carried through of that. And so I repeat myself, and I guess how?
I'm not sure how.
Good deal. That's what I wanted you to say. That's what I wanted to hear from somebody. I mean, just I think if the world would be a sample of that, what we have, then I guess too, right?
Right.
You think you know, don't you?
I do not know.
That's what I wanted to hear. Now that you don't, it really, I mean, I'm going to be in information communication. That part is not a joke.
Well, we look forward to working with you and learning how you communicate and taking a lot out of that.
Well, good luck. Arthur said to me probably about 3 hours ago that what we have, then I guess really adds that to a notion. And I wanted to find out from y'all, does that sound like Arthur?
That does sound like Arthur.
Michael, now that you know who I really am and what we're really doing, that may be assuming more than I need to know, but I got to ask you this. What was running through your head a while ago when I was standing there making no sense? And your answer, by the way, was long. I mean, good.
I just thought you were an absolute nut job.
I thought you were crazy.
Thank you for that vote of confidence. What?
That you had just come from the bar and had one too many.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I thought maybe we need to call 911. You had a medical emergency or something?
No. Not yet.
I was trying to make sense of what you were saying, but could make no sense of it. So a bit humorous, wondering how to respond.
And did you?
To the best of my ability.
Excellent. That's what I love about the authority. So let me ask you to what we have that I guess really and wind down by asking both of y'all this, and that is, would y'all agree or would you disagree that it looks like the strategy, what we have throughout the rest of the entire strategy?
No.
Yes.